So in this video today, I'm going to be speaking about the Portland Trail Blazers and how Anfernee Simons may just be their most influential piece to success in this upcoming season. But before I jump into that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and without further ado, let's just jump straight into the action. So, as you know, the Portland Trail Blazers moved CJ last season, and this will be their first full season without CJ McCollum. They also added Jeremy Grant and Shaedon Sharpe through the draft, so this is a year they're going to look to get back in the playoffs. Now, you might think, okay, Anfernee going to need to fill that CJ role and possibly give us more than what CJ gave, which is tough because CJ was a great complementary piece next to Dame. So, not to worry, I'm going to break down why Anfernee going to be your most important player behind Dame and why, in my opinion, he'll exceed this expectation that I already set for him. So, just from last season to the season before, his point per game average jumped from 7 to 17 points per game, and overall he averaged 17.3 points, 3.9 assists, and 2.6 rebounds on 40% from 3 on 7.8 attempts. Pretty impressive. But you know what's even more impressive? In the games that Dame did not play, bearing in mind CJ was present in some of these, he shot 41.5% from 3 on 9.8 attempts. That was without Dame, which means he was by far one of the best volume over percentage three-point shooters in the NBA. And it's ridiculous because the guy is only 23 years old and he was doing this at the time he was 22. So God knows how much better he can actually get. Now, you might be thinking, that's great to hear, but when Dame is back, he's going to have the ball majority of the time. Anfernee Simons is going to be off the ball. Is it going to be just as effective? And here's what I have to say to you. Of course he'll be just as effective because he shot 48% from 3 on the catch and shoot attempts on 3.8 of those per game. So this is someone who can knock down catch and shoot threes at a very high clip, because if you can do maths, 48% is basically 50%, which means 1 out of 2 times if you leave this guy, if you give him a catch and shoot opportunity, he's going to knock it down. So he's going to be lethal with and without the ball, so you can't really slack off him. You've got to be uptight to him, and it gives Chauncey Billups options to run some floppy action for him to come off pin down screens. So it's going to be a very, very useful off-ball weapon to use next to Damian Lillard alongside his elite shot creation. And we're going to get onto that also. So why can Anfernee Simons also maybe run as another unit? Because yes, they may be starting together, but you can stagger minutes in a way that Anfernee might be running the bench unit or a unit in which Dame is not playing. Well, guess what? That's not going to be an issue either, because on 3-point attempts in which Anfernee takes 7 or more dribbles, he shoots 39%, which means he can isolate, he can create his own shot, and it will not be an issue when Dame is not on the floor, because this guy can genuinely just be a knockdown shooter. On top of that, on wide open threes, this guy shoots 51%. On open threes, he shoots 41%. What more do I have to say? If you go under a screen, you're gonna get punished. You're probably gonna get benched, because Anfernee Simons is literally a sniper. You have to be uptight to him at all costs because he's gonna make you pay. And on top of that, what else makes him so special? If you're going to be a complementary piece to someone like Dame, you've got to be very efficient. CJ was very efficient, and I explained earlier how Jalen Brunson got paid based on efficiency. Now, last season, he ranked in the 92nd percentile of combo guards in the effective field goal percentage category, which means at 58.3%, which means this guy was a very efficient shot creator and hit shots at a very high clip overall. So, in my opinion, Anfernee is going to be so important to the Portland Trail Blazers because he can, as much as I love CJ, Anfernee is a better shooter than CJ. He works better off the ball than CJ, and CJ was great, but Anfernee Simons is genuinely a sniper. He's an athletic guard. He can get to the rim also, and he's improving on his mid-range game, because even though he doesn't take that many attempts. So this is a legitimate 3-level scorer, and this is someone who can help in various ways. With his high 3-point percentage off the catch, he can be a great catch and shoot 3-point shooter. With his great 3-point percentage on the move, he can be a great 3-point shooter on the dribble. With his elite 3-point percentages on wide open threes, you physically cannot leave him open, because guess what? He is going to make you pay, and it's going to be a 3-point basket in their favor, and you're going to be benched because you're not uptight. So the point I'm trying to make, which I love saying, is Anfernee is going to be so influential to this team, because if he's hitting his shots at a high clip, that opens the floor up for Jeremy Grant, who's not the best 3-point shooter in the world. That opens the floor up for so many other players, even Dame Lillard himself, because yeah, you're going to double Dame, but do you really want to leave Anfernee open? Well, guess what? Jeremy Grant's now cutting to the paint now. You've got Shaedon Sharpe cutting, who's also a very good shooter as well. So this team has so many factors that actually do rely on Anfernee that you guys may not be realizing, and based on the projection and the development he took in this year, I really do think that Anfernee can excel even more and improve even more, because we all thought that, okay, I'm not a Blazers fan. I liked Anfernee's game, but I really did think he was maybe a bench player at best, a starter. No, he showed in this past season he literally has all-star, all-NBA potential, because not many guys can be so creative from beyond the arc, that good of a shooter with that quick of a release. He's just everything. And don't get me started on his underrated passing ability, because Anfernee can pass. If you didn't know that, Anfernee can actually play, make and facilitate very well. So these are a lot of variables and intangibles this guy has, which if he unlocks will make the Portland Trailblazers such a good team. But that's all I really got for this video. Let me know if you agree with my views. Do you feel like Anfernee Simons is going to be this influential? Do you feel like I'm exaggerating? Do you feel like the Portland Trailblazers will flame out this season and Damian Lillard will finally request out? I don't think so, because he's so loyal to that franchise and he just signed an extension. But yeah, I digress. Thank you for watching this video, and peace. I'm out.